There's been a massive delay. Big deal. Big D delay. That is what they call it. Big D delay. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra has been delayed beyond early 2026 as of 30 minutes ago. Sorry, everybody. No. Isn't this kind of interesting? They did announce the delay to Marvel 1943 right after the announcement of the delay for GTA 6. I guess they were just waiting for some big news story to throw in there, but it has actually, no joke, been delayed. All they've said is it's beyond early 2026. Who knows if that game is even real, but GTA 6 has been delayed to November 19th. We're sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you've come to expect and deserve. We want to thank you again for your patience and support while the wait is a little longer. We're incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida and return to modern day Vice City. And Cyberpunk replied, no more delays are happening. It was, yeah. Anyway, I have a couple of thoughts. On this. For one, there's kind of the conspiracy theorist thing where if you missed it, basically Rockstar just fired 40 employees. They told Bloomberg that it was done because they leaked confidential information on Discord, and so they fired them for gross misconduct, I believe is the term they used. And right after that happened, the employees who were fired started picketing and all this. And they claim that they were fired because they were starting to discuss forming a union, and that Rockstar was just blaming them for leaking stuff and using that as an excuse to fire them. Who knows? If they were actually leaking stuff and going on Discord and Reddit and 4chan and stuff and leaking information, they probably wouldn't tell you that. They probably wouldn't be out here picketing, yes, we leaked information. I don't think they would do that. So take their claims with a grain of salt, but they do claim that they were fired, and they happen to have also been negotiating and discussing forming a union, and they just happened to be laid off right when that was all happening. So the conspiracy theorist mindset would make you think maybe they're announcing the delay. It was going to happen regardless. They were going to delay it, but they're announcing it today because of these stories that are dropping right now. This was posted earlier today, and today is when they announced the release or the delay. Personally, I'm not sure they were connected because it feels like if you're going to try to distract from something, you distract from it. This just literally calls direct attention to Rockstar. So yeah, they delayed it, but now everybody's talking about Rockstar, and maybe it is some big brain timing to try and steer attention away. I don't freaking know. Who knows? AP on X happens every time. Yep. Every time. So it's been delayed to November. It's been booted out. As Joe Raptor showed, this is not the first time. The original release window for Red Dead 2 was fall of 2017. It was then delayed to spring of 2018. And then, say it with me, it was delayed again to October of 2018 when it would eventually launch. So the original release window, fall of 2017, released a year later. For GTA 6, it's also similar, where they announced it for the fall of 2025, and now it's going to be allegedly releasing in the fall of 2026, meaning a full year past the original launch date. Which means effectively they will have been polishing this thing for a year and a half by the time it launches, which is kind of crazy, but that's what it takes to polish a game on the scale of what they are trying to do. Now, personally, I think that this is probably really good for the industry as a whole, mainly because with this delay, there's no shot that it gets delayed again. I've seen some people on X that are doom and glooming. They're oh no, it's going to be delayed to 2027 now because they didn't post screenshots or something. I don't buy that. I think the odds of the delay from fall 25 to May of 26, I think that delay was 70-80% likelihood of happening. The odds of them actually releasing on the original scheduled release date, very low, just given their track record and what they're trying to do. The delay from May of 26 to November, I feel is more of like a 30 to 40% likelihood of happening. And now that it's in November, I feel like the odds of a delay to 27 are at like 1 or 2%. Like, I just don't see that happening. I just don't. So I think now you'll see a lot of publishers that are able to announce release dates at the Game Awards, at Summer Games Fest, Tokyo Game Show, wherever. And they're going to be able to announce those release dates much more confidently, because I think nobody's expecting this to get moved at all after this point. The November release date is also interesting because what is the big game that launches in mid-November every year? Call of Duty. They are taking COD on head-to-head, mano a mano, man-to-man. And if anybody could, it's freaking GTA 6. Like, if anybody could do it, it's them. Let's be real. But now I'm wondering, like, does GTA push Call of Duty? Like, does Call of Duty delay out of that? Or do they expedite and release in like October? I don't know, but it's possible. Like, this is going to be such a big deal that I think you might actually see Call of Duty move out of November, which would be fascinating. Would be really, really interesting to see if that happens. But the November window makes good sense just in terms of other factors. Like, GTA 6 is expected to convert a lot of past gen gamers, and what are called, what was the term? I heard an investment analyst, like a gaming investment analyst, describe it. He called them something like hibernated gamers or sedentary gamers or something like that. But basically what he was saying is that there's a lot of people out there who will play GTA 6 who have not been playing actively for years. Like, they might have played back with GTA 5. They might have played back in like 2013, 14, 15, but they've not upgraded possibly at all to the PS4 era. They might, or almost certainly didn't upgrade to the PS5 era. And GTA 6 is expected to convert a lot of those people to current gen gamers. Patient might be a good way of saying it. And so releasing in November, right before like Black Friday and all of that, I think it's very likely that you will see a lot of like bundle deals. You'll see PS5s. I mean, by that point, they're probably going to be like $5,000 a piece, but you're going to see a lot of people that are going to choose to make that leap to the current gen on November 19th, 2026. They're going to buy the console, buy the game, buy the extra controller. It's going to be a big, big day for the industry in general. And part of this might also mean that you're going to see a lot of games huddle in that early November to late October window, so that you have a lot of games that are potentially really intriguing to those players. And then you also hope to increase sales through attaching to the basket, or what we called in retail when I worked at Best Buy, building the basket. So you're trying not to just sell the one thing they came in there for. If they came in for a laptop or a console, you don't want to just sell the console. You want to build the basket and get like an extra controller in the basket, and get this game in the basket and this game in the basket. And ooh, this one is buy 3, get 1 free. Okay, well, let's add in a couple of others. That's the hope. So I just overall, this makes sense. I can't say I'm shocked. It's a little crazy now to be once more over a year away, which is what we are now.